Hey everyone, thanks for waiting. I am Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary live on Saturday night, April the 17th. You can see that I am back to the old fisheye camera, and I'll explain why in a couple of seconds. I can explain it now really quickly. Is we have our biggest work event of the year coming up this next Saturday. We had a tech rehearsal today, and I had to give up my other laptop for a week. So that means all the software that was on it, I don't even know if the Streamlabs is going to make it. I'm running it off of my PC now. So you know how I usually have my Mac here that I'm running everything from, and then my PC to look at. Now I only have one computer, and I have an external screen. So we'll see what happens. So that doesn't matter. You guys don't care about that, but that's why I have the fisheye look, the goofy look, and back to old school, and hopefully we'll survive and we'll go from there. So first and foremost, hi, good evening. Thanks for waiting for me. Last night I postponed because I had to finish my paper. I had a 3,000 word paper to write for my master's that I'm doing, my master's of theology. Got it done with a few hours to spare. Thank you. So I got the chance to relax outside. But now I'm here, I'm energized, and I feel like I could go all night. That doesn't sound right, but you guys know what I mean. So first and foremost, thank you to the moderators in advance. Hopefully you don't have to go too crazy tonight, but thanks for being here, moderators. Thank you. Oh, I just noticed that I have a bunch of stuff missing. I don't have the Monkey 9 logo up, so I'll have to fix that for next time. Monkey 9, who is my stream sponsors. I want to thank them as well, even though they're not on my screen. See, this is how discombobulated I am, you guys. I don't even know if I think I'm missing a bunch of stuff, but that's okay. The most important thing is that you are here, that I'm here, and we're hanging out together tonight. I think that's all that matters, and I hope that you'd agree. So thanks to my moderators, thanks to Monkey 9 for sponsoring these streams, and thanks to all of you. No matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, I thank you for being here. It's weird looking at the camera instead of looking past my computer to my phone, which has the nicer camera, but we'll survive. I think it's more about the quality of what I'm saying as opposed to the quality of how I look, although I am the founder of the GLCPC. So no matter where you're watching from, thanks for being here. I do not take you for granted. You guys know that. I appreciate your loyalty as always. Speaking of which, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel already. Like this video. You guys know that I like to see 50% likes of the viewers. So let's get that up to about 15 or 20. For those of you that are new here, know that I do questions only. Canucks and hockey related to start off, and then I'll do some Ask Me Anything at the end, but I won't do that till about, I usually say 5 minutes, but today I got a lot to talk about, so maybe about 8 or 9 or 10 minutes in, but I'll give you the signal to start asking questions. But I want to thank also the Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Just Incredible, nucksfan number 29, and Lucas Gates. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. Our newest member is Shannon. Shannon makes member number 34, so I just need one more to get to my goal of 35 by the end of this month. So thanks to those of you that are members. Thanks to those of you that aren't members and you don't choose to support financially. That's totally fine as well. I'm still going to provide the same great content, hopefully. And if you want to become a member of this channel, as I always say in my vlogs, press the join button underneath any of my videos or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Okay. Let me talk for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then I will turn it over to you. Obviously, the biggest news is that the Canucks are finally starting tomorrow. Their last game was on March the 24th. Then they had the week break. They're supposed to play on March 31st. We know that story. And now, finally, on April 18th, if you count the 24th, that's 8 plus 18th. That's 26 days, basically a month since their, almost a month since their last game. We know that there's going to be 13, well, there's so much to talk about, but I'll let you guys bring it up. But we know that JT Miller spoke up on Wednesday. The players had a call with the NHLPA on Wednesday night. The league announced a revised schedule on Thursday. A lot of talk here among media fans. Why didn't ownership or management have the players back? Why did it take a player to speak up? So there's that angle. There's also this other crazy angle of the Professional Hockey Writers Association saying that the Canucks were actually breaching the CBA by not allowing medias into their practices. Would love your feedback on that. You know, Jim Benning says it's citing player privacy. We don't want the media to be too hard to be reporting on how these guys are just coming up to speed. Some reporters would say, well, that's kind of insulting. We obviously know they're coming up to speed and we would report fairly. Others are saying the media are a bunch of whiners for getting, they have such an easy job. They don't have an easy job, but they have a job where they get to watch games for free. It's not really for free. They have to do a job. And I even tweeted out, it's tricky because I've been blessed to, as you guys know, interview close to 24 media personalities on my Zoom chats. So I get where they're coming from. I like a lot of them as friends. I wouldn't say colleagues. I don't know if they consider me a colleague, although Don Taylor thought I was in media for some reason. But a lot of them are really good people. So I can see both sides of the coin here. Okay, one last thing, and then I will get into all of your comments. Justin with a $5 donation. Thank you, Justin. That is very kind of you. Justin, you're a Hall of Fame member, man. You don't have to be donating on top of that, but I appreciate you. And if you're wondering what the car chats are, on Instagram only. I don't put it on Facebook. I don't put them on Twitter, although I do all my vlogs from the car. On Instagram, I was doing these, what I call clay car chats. They're 1 minute in length, so I can feed them to Instagram. But if I can go longer, I can make it IGTV. But I talk for 1 minute, not on Canucks stuff, about life, about faith, about parenting, about something funny that happened to me, about something I want to do, something I didn't do, a failure, a joy, a success, a trial, whatever it is. So if you would like to hear more of what I'm like outside of the Canucks world, hint, hint, it's not much different. But if you want to know a bit more of my, my personal life, my ministry, my faith, my outlook on parenting, on family, on the news, on politics, then make sure you subscribe to me on Instagram. It's right there at Clayton Emo. And I think once or twice a week, I'll be bringing back these car chats. I actually did them, not every day, but 3 times a week for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years actually. Then I stopped in October 2019. But I've had some people reach out to me recently and say that whether it's Canuck stuff or personal stuff, that what I say actually impacts them in a positive way. It touches their lives, which is very affirming. I'm very grateful to them. So I thought, hey, I'm going to try really hard to have a positive impact on people's lives more than just the Canucks community. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, you're more than welcome to at Clayton Emo. I'll hit you back. And yes, I'll do these car chats a couple times a week. Okay, what I was going to say is Travis Green said that they're going to have 21 skaters at their disposal, 13 forwards and 8 defensemen. So this is the last thing I'll do, and then I'll turn it over to you. Okay, we know that Schmidt and Virtanen will still be in protocol. And even if they come off the list tomorrow, they won't be ready to play tomorrow. So that's one thing. We know that Demko, Mott, and Juolevi, according to Travis Green, will not be ready. So that's Demko, Mott, Juolevi, Schmidt, Virtanen. Demko, Mott, Juolevi, Schmidt, Virtanen. We know Pettersson, Pearson, and Beagle, and Bailey technically, are injured. So this is what I think it's going to be. I'll tell you the players, and then I'll tell you how I think they're going to line up. The 13 forwards are Miller, Horvat, Besser, Hoglander, Sutter, VC, Boyd, Roussel, McEwen, Eriksson, Harlech, Michaelis, and Graovac. Okay? So Miller, Horvat, Besser, Hoglander, Sutter, VC, Boyd, Roussel, McEwen, Eriksson, Harlech, Michaelis, and Graovac. So those are your 13 forwards. Your 8D are Hughes, Hamnick, Edler, Myers, Chatfield, Sautner, Rafferty, and Breezebaugh. So that means Schmidt's not ready to play, and that means Juolevi's unavailable to play, and we know that Jordy Ben's traded away. Up front, we know that there's no more Adam Gaudette, and we know that Highmore and Bowie aren't able to play until Tuesday, so they're still a couple more days away. We know that Demko's not playing, so it'll be Holtby and likely DiPietro. So let's start in the back end. Holtby's going to start, DiPietro or Silas, but I'm pretty sure DiPietro will be the backup. So that's my guess. On D, you have the big four of Hughes, Hamnick, Edler, and Myers. I believe it's going to be Chatfield and Sautner. Chatfield on the right, Sautner on the left. I think Rafferty is, I don't think he's cut out to be an NHL player. And Breezebaugh, I put Sautner ahead of Breezebaugh. So that's who I think is going to be on the blue line. Then up front, this is where it gets a little crazy. Oh, hey, John. Yeah, I know I'll get to all your comments, but nice to see you, Hot Take. Nice to see everyone in here. But yes, Hot Take. My son told me about the Jake Paul fight. I was worried that a bunch of people were going to be watching the fight and not come here, but apparently the fight ended very quickly. Okay, up front, I think you can keep Hoglander, Besser, and Horvat together. And then that would suggest a second line of Miller with VC And maybe you put Travis Boyd there in Jake Virtanen's place. So remember, no Pearson, no Pettersson. So you could go Horvat between Besser and Hoglander. And then your second line, you go Miller between VC and Boyd, the two Toronto guys. Whoa, Kylan, welcome to, you are my 35th member. Awesome. Kylan, I know you're related to obviously you're related to your dad, Robert. So I appreciate your support as well. Okay, so those are the top 6. Then it gets a little funky because I think you could go with the old school line. They used to play together a lot of Sutter, Eriksson, and Roussel. I don't know if anyone wants to see that, but Sutter, Eriksson, Roussel as your third line. And then your fourth line, you have a choice. I think you put Grayback in between Harluck and McEwen. And I think Mark Michaelis is your 13th forward. So again, your bottom 6, you guys, is going to be made up of Sutter, Eriksson, Roussel, Grayback, McEwen, Harluck, and Michaelis, one of those 6 of those 7 guys, because I do have a feeling that Boyd's going to play up in the top 6 with VC and Miller, and then you have Horvat, Besser, and Hoglander, the only line that was the same line from March 24th. Okay, there we go. 11 minutes in. Now it's all up to you. I turn it over to you. Welcome to new members. Thank you, Kylan. Welcome. I know you are good stock with your dad, so I'm glad that you are here. Thank you for becoming a member. Justin, thanks for the donation. And now I will go questions from here. And I'm sorry for missing everything else. Being a crazy and unfortunate season, what has been the surprising success for the team this year in your opinion? Bob, I think Niels Hoglander. No one expected him to make the team, let alone be on the second line and be, I'd say, one of the top 10 rookies. You could push top 5 or 7 rookies in the league. So I think Hoglander has been a nice surprise. To me, he has been the biggest surprise. Great question. Sports Boys, hello, love your vids. Thank you, Sports Boys. I love the fact that you love the vids. Liam, hey Clay, do you have a prediction or expectation for tomorrow? I think they're going to play really good or really bad. Liam, that's a very good point. Here's the thing, you guys, and of course, I've said this many times. I want the Canucks to be safe and healthy. Okay, that goes without saying. I don't think we even have to say that because we know that. But the Canucks are technically in a no-lose situation. If they somehow play really well and win a few games, that's awesome. Everyone's going to be really excited and say, wow, these guys are really digging deep. Even if they don't win any games, I think the Canucks have basically won everyone's support, even if people don't support management and ownership. And I think the fact that they're even stepping on the ice is going to be a big win. Now, I don't know I'm really interested to see what the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to do. I don't expect them to show sympathy tomorrow night, but is it going to be more like during the face-offs that we whisper, glad you're back, hope you're doing okay? Or is it going to be more of a bitterness of, man, because of you guys and maybe your lax protocols, we've had to adjust our schedule just like the other 5 North Division teams have to. So that's kind of what I'm really interested to see is as the Canucks meet different opponents down the road, and the first one's Toronto, as we know, Sunday and Tuesday, is what are the Toronto Maple Leafs going to be like? Again, not giving the Canucks a chance, not letting up, but rather their attitude towards them. So what's my prediction? I think the Canucks are going to, is John still here? I think the Canucks might win tomorrow, but not because they're a better team than Toronto. I'm not at all saying that. But it's just one of those things where I think they might be really excited, energized to play. But then I could see Toronto absolutely whipping the Canucks on Tuesday. So maybe I have it backwards. Who knows? We'll see. Fangirl, hey Clay, why do the last 3 games of the season against Calgary not have a start time? Well, the easy answer is they haven't assigned times. The conspiracy answer, but the true answer might be they might not even have to play those games. If Calgary, Vancouver, and Ottawa are out of a playoff position, and if Vancouver's roster is decimated by then, you don't even have to play that game, and then you just assign the standings by points percentage, and then the North Division can go on their merry way and start their playoffs. Again, presuming Calgary and Vancouver aren't in it. In fact, Vancouver, I've said this in my vlog yesterday, they could start the North Division playoffs soon after that May 15th game, Vancouver against Edmonton. They could start a couple days after that, or the series that doesn't include Edmonton. If that game doesn't mean anything in the standings, they could actually start already. Regardless, we know the North Division is going to start a tad later than the other 3 divisions. And Shell Canucks, did you watch Prince Philip's funeral? No, I didn't. My wife did, though. I got up at 6:30 to write my paper. My wife got up at 6:30 to watch the funeral. Yeah, it's tough. Any passing is certainly sad. Okay, now I got to catch up already. Sorry, guys. I'm just so excited to be here that I'm already a few minutes behind, but I will do my best to. Who am I kidding? I never keep up. Toggle timestamps. I want to see those. Okay. All right. Let's go. nucksfan number 29. Hey, Clay, is it Gino Ojic that you talk about in your vlog? If so, please tell me the story of meeting my favorite Canuck. Sorry, nucksfan, it was not Gino Ojic. It was a guy named Gino. We were in Esso. I was paying for something, just getting a little snack inside. We actually weren't filling up our cards. It was afterwards. And he said to me, hey, man, do you have a YouTube channel? I said, yeah. And he goes, Canuck Clay, right? I said, yes. He goes, I love your stuff. I said, thank you. I said, what's your name, man? He goes, Gino. I said, thanks, Gino. And then he basically said, do you make any money off of the YouTube? I said, oh, just a bit. A few bucks a month. And he goes, well, then you should claim your car as a home office expense for tax. I said, that's pretty funny, Gino. That's pretty smart, actually. I'll look into that. And then we gave an elbow bump and we went on our way. So that was my story of meeting Gino. Sorry, it was not Gino Ojic, but it's pretty funny. Like even today in Safeway, I was wearing my mask and I got recognized by 2 different people just saying, hey, go Canucks go, or love your channel, which is nice. It's not why I do it, but it is nice. When I go to games now, I get stopped about 5 or 6 or 7 times a game. It's funny. I don't do these vlogs for that notoriety. I know other people don't even show their face in their vlogs sometimes. So maybe I just have an unmistakable face, for better or for worse. Fillmore, who's going to demand a trade after the season? Friedman said the players felt they were left in the dark. Imagine everyone gets traded and the only one left is Louis. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. But yes, I heard Elliot Friedman talk about it. I know there's been a lot of speculation that the Canucks players are not happy with management ownership for not having their back, that it took the players to speak up before they redid the schedule. So we'll see. I think there may have to be a closed door meeting of some sort after the season to clear the air, but we'll see what happens. Easton would put Cole Linden. Yeah, I would too, but I don't know if he's ready to go yet. Or I don't know if that's the best move yet. Hot take. Knowing the Leafs, Boyd and BC going to score. Yeah, but they may score, John, but then Leafs might still win. I do think the 2 teams split these 2 games. I just don't know the order. Cole, I'm not sure if the Canucks are going to win the cup, but that's good thinking. Noah. Hi, Clay. How are you? Noah, thank you for always asking. I'm great. I'm in a good mood. You can tell I'm in a good mood. I'm talking fast. I'm slurring my words, not because there's anything in my cup, my Canucks cup that my lovely wife Gail made, but because I finished my paper. I'm excited. Now I have a bit of a week where 2 weeks until my final. So April 30th is my final. And it was a beautiful day. Got to spend a lot of it outside. Sharms, formerly Avash. Hey, Clay, hope you're doing well. Can you please fight Jake Paul? I have full faith in you beating him. Well, if it means sitting on him, I probably could beat him. But no, I haven't seen any highlights. I'll have to get Sean to tell me about the fight. But yeah, I know those 2 Paul brothers pretty cocky for sure. Sheldon, hey, Clay, have you read the BC Catholic article about former NHL ref Kerry Fraser and John Scott? No, I know that's in there, Sheldon, and I saw it across my desk, so I will read it soon. Hot take, who has the better chance in your mind to make it interesting, Canucks or Flames? I was going to say the Canucks, John, just because I'm a homer, but I know the Flames, sure, they've played 6 more games than the Canucks, but they've also picked up a couple wins. I think because of COVID, I'd have to say the Flames. I really have to say the Flames. There's a lot of talent on that roster too, but if it wasn't COVID, I liked the way the Canucks were playing before their break. Chris says that fight was a waste of $50. That's why you find those streams, man. No, I applaud you, Chris, for doing the legit thing. Coach Rob, ParkersPucks were saying today that Utica Comets will not be our farm team next year. What do you think of a possible team in Abbotsford for us? Yeah, I won't go through the whole story. I did watch Parker's video. I did read the articles. Basically, the owner of the Utica Comets bought the trademark to the Utica Devils. That would hint that maybe Utica is going to become New Jersey's team, as the Binghamton AHL team, that New Jersey and Binghamton were having some pretty rocky negotiations. So yes, New Jersey could move their farm team to Utica. Vancouver owns the players, but they do not own the franchise, if that makes sense. Or I have it the other way around. Vancouver owns the franchise, but they don't own the team. So really what you could see New Jersey move to Utica, and then Vancouver will have to find a spot for their AHL team. I would love it in Abbotsford. It's been talked about for the past, ever since the Heat left. So we'll see. It makes a lot of sense. Fangirl, are you worried about any of the Canucks being a COVID long hauler for symptoms? Absolutely. We just don't know how they're going to react, but what can you do? They've been tested, they're doing protocol, and they'll go from there. Sharms, we had some minor discussions the other day, but I plan to intensify negotiations today regarding your ping pong career. We are looking for a long-term deal with a couple of special bonuses. Wait, Sharms, are you just remind me, are you negotiating for me or against me? Because I want you on my team. Party, why does the NHL hate us? I think the NHL, this is just a tough situation all around. They are still trying to finish the schedule. Hughes and his dealings COVID. Ray bro, what does that mean? Jamie, Sports Talk and More. Hey Clay, how's it going with you, buddy? I'm great. Jamie, hope you are well as well. NHL Canucks favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you. That means a lot. NHL Canucks. There are a lot of good ones out there. Canucks to draft Luke Hughes. Hazard, it depends on where the Canucks finish up in the draft lottery, where Luke Hughes is projected to go. It's not as simple as saying if the Canucks are in the lottery that they're going to take him. There's a lot of things that got to go right, but I would be open to it for sure. PD not ready to play. Yes, unfortunately, Jim Benning said that he's not close. They were hoping for this weekend, but no. Now Jim Benning even hinted it might not be for the rest of the season. Fine with me, actually, is rest up and come back next year strong. Riley, Clay, the cartoon picture of you is funny because you look like a bobblehead. Yeah, that's what a caricature does, Riley. Thank you. See you at it. Hey, Clay, I hope you're doing well. And your paper writing went well, too. It did. Thank you. Which Canucks player do you think will score the first goal after their comeback? JT Miller. It would make for the perfect story. He's the one who spoke out, and he's the one that's going to score first tomorrow. We're all going to love him. Thoughts on the plan about the plane flying over Vancouver? I don't want to get into it too much. NHL Canucks, kind of waste of time and energy, I think, and waste of money if you're trying to fly a fire betting or trying to fly a keep betting or betting's the man or thank you Jim or whatever. Money's going to charity. That's good. That's a good thing. I joked around about flying a GLCPC banner over Vancouver, but if that's too expensive, I'll put it on a kite and fly it near my favorite tree in Gary Point in Steveston. And yes, Mike, we are finally playing tomorrow. Fangirl, with you being a season ticket holder, do you get a credit for what you would have spent on the Canucks this season? Yes, Fangirl. At the end of last season, we missed 9 games, so we got a credit for those. And then for this season, they did not collect any money from us, thank goodness. So technically, we didn't put any money down for this year's tickets, and they owe us for 9 games from last season. Justin, thoughts on Patrick Marleau beating Gordie Howe for games played on Monday? That's pretty impressive. I know Marleau was old, not as old as I am, but pretty old. But he's been remarkably consistent. I can't think of many serious injuries to Marleau, so congrats to him. Class act. Alfred, long time no see, buddy. Hey, Clay, what are your predictions for PD's and Hughes' next contract? Bridge deals, 3 years. PD gets between 7.5 and 8, and Hughes gets between 6 and 6.5. So between 14 and 16 for them. 14 and 15. Those are my predictions. Did you watch a Jake Paul fight? No, I'm going to go look it up later. Dexter, Clay would sleep Jake Paul easily. Oh, Dexter, you're too kind. Maybe if I just started singing to him or something. Jamie's awesome show this past Monday. We can't wait until this coming up Monday for your guys' show, Canucks After Dark. Yes, Parker and I are thrilled with the response so far. Inferno, honestly don't know what to ask. Narratives have run dry last few days. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. Hey, Inferno, no problem. Just sit back, relax, and let me find questions to answer. No problem. Don't force them. We know what happens when people force them. They just don't turn out so good. Alfred, do you think the much recent return to play schedule, maybe the most recent return to play schedule, looks a bit relaxed than the other? No, it's a difference of 1 day because the Canucks got a 2-day break, a 2-day extension at the front end, and then the schedule goes 3 days later on the back end. So it used to be 19 games in 31 days. Now it's 19 games in 32 days. Oh, wow, an extra day. But I guess the difference is they don't start off with a back-to-back, which is just crazy. Looking at the schedule right now, the Canucks start off Sunday, Toronto, Tuesday, Toronto, Thursday, Ottawa, Saturday, Ottawa, Monday, Ottawa, and then the first back-to-back isn't until 29, Ottawa, Toronto. So our first 7 games are against Ottawa and Toronto, 4 of them against Ottawa. Imagine if, John, I'm not saying against Toronto, imagine if we take 5 out of these 7 somehow. There's no back-to-backs until the very end. And imagine if we catch up to Montreal. That would be just crazy. I don't expect it to happen, but that would be crazy. Shannon, she hit that like button. Wow, 70 people in here. That's wonderful. On a Saturday night. Yes, I Calder candidates 3 years running. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make the top 3. Kiprzov is good. P.S. Suter is good. There's a couple guys. No, who am I missing? There's a lot of good rookies. I just don't think Hoglander's going to be top 3. I like it when John's in here. Legitimately, like I don't know. I don't know if some YouTubers get annoyed when people are chatting with other people in the chat. I think it's awesome, and then I can buy time and find the next question to answer. So keep talking to each other. Oh, Sharms, you're negotiating for me. Okay, just making sure. Do you ever see Josh Tevez getting a chance? No, I don't know. I remember him and Rafferty basically signed near the same time. I just, you just never hear his name. Lefty, what do you think of the Pearson signing? I would have given him no more than 2.5 for 2 years. Yeah, it was a bit of an overpay and it was a bit of longer than I'd like. But as I talked about extensively, I can see why Jim Benning did it. It doesn't mean I necessarily like it. LA Women's Hoops, nice to see you again. NBA has had some star schedules injured due to condensed schedule. Has that happened in the NHL? Absolutely. There's been guys that there's been a lot of guys out actually this season, but it's hard to say if it's because of condensed schedule or whatever, or just fluke, and of course some COVID absences as well. But there hasn't been like a super high profile. Like I think you'd hear it more LA Women's Hoops if it was a McDavid or a Draisaitl or a McKinnon or a Matthews who maybe missed a lot of time because of an injury due to the shortened season. Tough to say, but yeah, it's a factor for sure. Sharms, do you think Holtby starts tomorrow? Yes, I'm willing to bet on it because we know that Demko's not going to be, and I don't think you put DiPietro in ahead of Holtby right now. Yes, Lefty Pearson, if he's not past his prime, he is definitely not going to be in it for much longer. How many days do the Canucks have to play? 19 games? Shannon, they have 32. End on May the 19th. So April 18th to May 19th, it's basically 31 days, and then 32 if you count both ends. Hey, Clay, how are you? I'm great, Adam. I hope you are well as well. Do you think Pearson will return this season or no? Yeah, I have a feeling that he'll get in by the end of the year. What time is the game tomorrow? 4 o'clock. Oh, by the way, Parker, I'm not sure if you're in here. I saw some of your live stream. You were talking about streaming tomorrow, but respectfully, you said you would stream whenever I'm not, which is fine. You can stream when I'm streaming too. It's fine. Just more good streaming goodness. But I'm going to do 10 p.m. because I'm golfing tomorrow, actually. I set this tee time before they redid the schedule. So I will likely miss the first period at least. So I'm not going to stream right after the game. I'm going to do my regular sweet spot, my original spot of 10 o'clock. So that's when I'm going to stream tomorrow is 10 o'clock on Sunday night. How much are season tickets? I want to get some later. Yeah, it ranges. The cheapest one is about $40 a seat. Expensive ones are like $200 a seat. And then times them by 45, right? 41 home games, regular season plus 4 exhibition. So mine's a $46, $47 a seat. It's a really good value actually because my tickets would sell for $70 on Ticketmaster. So I get about a 30 to 40% discount. So my one seat is $2,000. Then my partner Mike, season ticket partner Mike, his seat's always $2,000. So we pay $4,000 for the 2 seats for 45 games, if that makes sense. Want to ever see Podkolzin this season? No, the word came out. We know his contract ends April 30, but then he's committed to the Russian national team. So it doesn't make any sense. Bob, I think you save him for next season. Too crazy of a year to bring him over. Raybo, you're not dumb. I meant thoughts on Hughes and his dealings with COVID. It's tough, but he's very slight already. He's young. I'm not saying because he's young, he's more ignorant. I just think it just hits guys in different ways, and it's unfortunate that one of our best players got hit the hardest. Clay, what Canucks logo is your least favorite? I wasn't a fan of the Flying V. Did we just get another member? Chris. Wow, Chris. Chris becomes a Hall of Fame member. That is awesome. Thank you, Chris. That's amazing, brother. I appreciate that. And with that now, Chris, let's get some hype for Chris in the chat. And now with that, Chris, you get a one-on-one Zoom call with me for 30 minutes a month. You get an exclusive behind-the-scene videos once a month, and you get a verbal shout-out. So now I'm going to say, I want to give a shout-out to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Jessica Credible, nucksfan number 29, Lucas Gates, and Chris. Oh, shoot, you got to tell me how to say your last name because I got to get that right. So, Chris, type in the phonetic, do I say Seafield or... No, Seifried or Seifried? Seifried. It looks like Seifried. No, okay. I probably just butchered it, but hey, my last name's Emo. I'm used to getting my name butchered. Chris, type in exactly how you want me to say it, and I'll practice, and then you tell me if I'm right or wrong. So I know I'm behind by about 10 minutes in the chat, but I want to see what Chris types on this. So Chris, type out, yeah, Adam, Adam, I can see how his name is spelt. That's not my, oh, I'm sorry. You're saying say Seifried. Don't say the I. Chris, I want to hear from you. It's your name. I want to hear from you how you pronounce your name, because I got to start pronouncing it starting tomorrow in my videos. But that is awesome. Thank you, Chris. I'll just see what you say. I'll give you like 10 more seconds. Well, I put that 15-second slow mode on, so I'll have to get, oh. So is it Seifried or Seifried? So Chris, we'll go over number two. Number one, number two. Type in number one if it's Seifried. Type in a number two if it's Seifried, right? Either the long E sound or not. Or type in number three if it's Seifried, but I don't think it's that. So number one, Seifried. Number two, Seifried. Number three, Seifried. And then I'll get back to your questions. Chris, which one is it? 1, 2, or 3? Seifried, Seifried, or Seifried? Oh, great. Now everyone's typing their own last name. Thank you, Jogpal. Dylan. Yeah, very good. Okay, so now... Oh, weird. Now he's typing... Chris, is it Seifried, Seifried, or Seifried? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, I'll get back to that. Now I'll practice. And I'll keep butchering it until he tells me otherwise. Sorry, guys. Thanks for... now everyone's laughing. Yeah, my pronunciation isn't good in normal English words. Not that his last... Okay, now I'm getting myself in trouble. Not that Chris's last name isn't normal. That's not how I treat Hall of Fame members around here. I just want to make sure... Looks like Seifried. Whoa! And now Adam becomes a Hall of Fame member. People are going crazy tonight. This is awesome. Let's get some... I learned this from John. I'm supposed to say, let's get some Adam hype in the chat box. That's awesome, Adam. Welcome to Hall of Fame membership. That is cool. Okay, I better catch up, and then I'll figure out, Chris, how to pronounce your last name later. Okay, let me catch up a bit. You guys are awesome tonight. Maybe I should stream more on Saturday night. We'll figure it out. Still hasn't met anyone who still can't say. Okay. I'll figure it out later. Okay. Let's keep going. Uh-oh, now I got a message that's saying it's going to buffer. This is a disaster tonight. Okay. Let's see. I'm completely lost now. All right, here we go. Coach Rob, will you be doing a live stream after the game? Oh, I think I answered this. 10 o'clock. Yes, 10 o'clock. Sharms, do you think the way the season went will almost guarantee a bridge deal for PD and Hughes? I think it was going to do that anyways. I'm just going to try and fix this real quick. It says open widget, but I don't know what that means. Okay. If it's buffering, we'll catch up. We'll make it work. I think they're going to get a bridge deal because of the financial pressures of this year and going forward, not because of their performance. If they were smart, I don't think it makes sense for them to sign long term because they don't know what kind of money is going to be available. I think they usually you go short term because you kind of bet on yourself, and I think PD and Hughes probably think they can improve their stock even more. So, yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with. Maybe that's what you're asking, Sharms. It has nothing to do with their performance. It has everything to do with the financial landscape of the league right now. Sorry for the buffering, you guys. I'll have to fix this for next time, but that's okay. Hopefully it picks up, but maybe not. I don't think I can switch the settings right in the middle of a stream. I'm going to try, but I'll probably wreck it. So maybe I shouldn't. Let me see. Let me see. Give me a sec. Click on a stat to add it to your footer. Yeah, I'll have to figure this out for next time. So there's buffering today. Yeah, I know I'm glitching. This stinks. Let me just try one more time. Let me try one more thing. Yeah, I don't think I can change it right in the middle of my stream. Okay, we'll try and make it through to the end. And if it's really annoying you, as long as the sound's okay, just close your eyes if you don't like to see me bouncing around like a robot. Gosh, on the day where I get new members and donations, and then this happens, I apologize, everyone. So again, hopefully the sound's okay. Then just close your eyes. Okay, thanks for your patience. What a disaster. Okay, I better catch up now. What do you think the Canucks should do with Juolevi? I think he's still in their plans, and if Jordy Ben and Alex Edler don't come back next season, Jordy Ben for sure. If Edler doesn't come back, I think he'll be a regular next season. Really excited for the game. Me too, Colby. Did you listen to Stetcher on Donnie and Dolly? No. I should check it out. I'm sure he was articulate as always. Lucas, hey Clay, thoughts on the rumors of the Canucks AHL moving on from Utica? Yeah, I'm not sure if you asked that just as I was answering it, Lucas. We'll see what happens, but it sounds like the owner of the Utica Comets has indeed bought the trademark for the Utica Devils. So we'll see where the Canucks team goes. I would love it if it comes to closer to here for sure. Justin, the Hall trade looks even worse, showing slides of his old MVP self. Mind you, Bork has been good for Buffalo too. Yeah, but usually, unless you paid and they didn't, usually whoever gets the best player in a trade wins the trade. Price or Fleury as the Team Canada 2022 goalie? I asked Parker during live stream. Curious to hear your answer too. I like the way Fleury's playing right now, and if he doesn't show sign of, and remember this is still a year away, if he doesn't show sign of slowing down, I like Fleury's makeup too. And I have him in one of my fantasy teams, so I go with Fleury just by a bit. But what's the age gap? There must be a bit of an age difference though too, right? Positivity is appreciated. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you. I watched highlights of WrestleMania. Jamie didn't watch the whole thing. Yes, Ty Smith is the name I was coming for. Thank you. Yeah, Kaprizov. Did I say Kiprasov? Yes, Kirill Kaprizov. How many games can Canucks win out of 19? I'd say 7 or 8. Just under 500. Alfred, it's been so long. How are you these days, Clay? I'm doing well, Alfred. I hope you are well as well. Very busy with work. I had to sleep early every night, Monday to Friday. No problem. So you sleep early and I stream late. That's not a good combination, but that's all right. Noah, how come Gaudette can practice with the Hawks even though it hasn't been a week yet? Is it because he's getting tested constantly and it was negative? My guess is because he was patient 0. I think his, both in terms of travel, I don't think you have to quarantine when you go to the States, right? And my guess is he's gone through his protocol. That's the only reason I have. Thoughts on the Demko signing? It was good. We bought 3 of his UFA years. I think it was a great signing, Sports Boys. SsshirazzZ, do you think we should play McEwen only 4 times the rest of the season because he wouldn't get exposed in the expansion draft since he wouldn't have played the required amount of games? That is bright. That's smart if the Canucks have big plans for him, but I'm not sure if they do. But that's something we'll keep an eye on for sure. Great point, Sharms. Jeremy, hey Clay, wasn't Gaudette supposed to be the next Kessler? Yeah, they play a different type of game though. Why do you think he didn't end up being the next Kessler? Just different. No, I just said the same thing twice. Different type of game. He's not the defensive, tenacious guy that Kessler was. I think the only similarity was that they played centers and they're American. Jogball comments moving to Vancouver makes perfect sense. Yes. Adam, nice to see today's presser with Bo, Sutsi, and Coach. Even if they looked rough. Yeah, wasn't Bo yesterday? It was Bo and Benning yesterday and Sutsi and Coach. But yes, they did look rough. In fact, my wife Gail, who was watching with me, she noticed how deep set their eyes were, dark their eyes were. You heard it in Travis Green's voice too. He isn't all the way there. Wow, Chris S. I'm going to call you. Chris S. Thank you for the donation. You don't have to donate. You already upgraded to Hall of Fame. That's amazing enough. But thank you, Chris, for the donation. You are awesome. Chris S. That's what I'm going to call you. All right, so hey, Clay, what's going on, buddy? I'm great. Hope you're well, too. Are you concerned with the way Bo looked in the interview? I'm worried the players will get hurt trying to come back. Yeah, they did not look the best, that's for sure. But I'm not concerned because of how they look. Maybe, yeah, they're just coming out of it. I noticed, but I'm not concerned. Ray, bro, if you had the ability to play like a certain player in the NHL, not named McDavid or Crosby, who would it be? I love McKinnon. I really like McKinnon. I love his speed. I love his competitiveness. I love his shot. I love his offensive ability. He's got decent size. I like McKinnon. $4 p.m. Vancouver start. Yes, it is tomorrow. $2,000 for 45 games. Who's that? What does that mean? I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh, sorry. The season tickets. I thought you were talking about my salary or something. Yes, it is pretty good. And yeah, I have the third lowest price range of them all, but my seats are fine. And they're very easy to sell because they are such a good price. By the way, I've actually gone over my membership goal for April. So thanks, you guys. We're at 36, so thank you for that. I wonder if I should be aggressive and try and get to 40 by the end of this month. I could do that for tomorrow. I basically have 10 days to get 4 more members. Maybe that's what I should try. Yeah, okay. Maybe I will. But thank you, everyone. Chris is indeed in the Hall of Fame. Chris S. Thoughts on Arizona coming back in a playoff spot? Would you rather see Arizona or St. Louis gain that 4th spot? Truly see edits. I do not have a preference of those two teams. I don't dislike St. Louis because Binnington, PD 2 years ago, or the fact that we beat St. Louis last year. I truly have no preference. I think they're more name recognition than St. Louis, and I'm not sure what Arizona can do in the playoffs, but I'm not. Truly no preference. Thank you for asking, though. Are you going to watch the Whitecap season opener tomorrow? Sheldon, what time is it? Because is it at 7? Regardless, I'm golfing at 12:30. I won't get home till about 5:30 or 6, so we'll see. nucksfan, will the players we acquired at the trade deadline play in the lineup yet? Yeah, they can play as early as Tuesday's game. So I think we'll see Bowie and Highmore in the lineup. Why not? Lots of Chris hype. That's awesome. New Hall of Fame member. Hey, Jake. You want to come on the stream? No, yeah. Okay, whoops. I just skipped a bunch of things. All right, let's keep on going. Hall of Fame hype. Seifried. Okay, I'm going to continue to practice that. Sharm, so your deal, we are looking at AAV about 2 or 3 coins. Value of coins haven't been given. Maybe pennies. The bonuses include some free meals at Monkey 9 Brewing and free bowling games with subs for each win. Sign me up. You're a good agent, Sharms. I'm with you. Adam in the Hall of Fame just passed that. So I'm catching up. I'm only 12 minutes behind now. I'm doing it early. Was going to wait till Wednesday. Yeah, Adam, no, thanks for joining early. That's awesome. Seifried. So Lee says it's Seifried. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Chris, unless you tell me something else, I'm saying Seifried. Let's go with that. Yeah, Coach, it was choppy. I got to figure out this computer that I'm on. Thoughts on Holtby starting tomorrow? Marcus, it's fine. You know, we signed him to 2 years, $4 million a year. He got to play good, so why not start tomorrow? Inferno, before you know it, most of the chat is either going to be a member or moderator. I would not complain. Jogpal, explain bridge deal. Jogpal, a bridge deal is basically a deal that does not take you to your UFA years. You become a UFA, an unrestricted free agent, after you've played 7 seasons with the club that drafted you. To use PD as an example, he's played 3. The stupidest contract would be to sign a 4-year contract. Because 3 plus 4 means 7. That means he can sign with any team after that 4-year contract. So a bridge deal will be 1 or likely 2 or 3 years, because by the time that bridge deal ends, It basically bridges you from this contract to the next contract. By the time that bridge deal ends, we still get to sign him to a third contract, and then before he becomes a UFA. So that's why you should do 2 or 3 years as a bridge, or go long term 5, 6, 7. But you do not do 4 years after 3 years. Lucas says Hughes and Petey will get a bridge deal. So Adam, the logo beside your name denotes that you've been a member for a month or less, and that's CCC. That's what's on the screen there. Clay's Canucks commentary. That's been the name of my vlog forever. CCC. Will Michael Furlan play next season? I doubt it, Jogpaul. Chris, everything's fine on my end, and my Wi-Fi is garbage too. It's not glitching. Yeah, it was glitching for a few minutes there. Not sure what your head means with all these pointing fingers. Welcome, Edmund. Hope he is indeed starting tomorrow. So I'm just looking for questions. Harjas, do you believe the Canucks will win tomorrow? I just have a sneaky feeling that they're going to win tomorrow, but then I also have a sneaky feeling they're going to get smoked on Tuesday. That's just my gut feeling. Inferno, if the Canucks were to continue to be a lottery team and draft Connor Bedard with Jim Benning still as GM, how angry would you be? How angry would I be? I don't get angry. What's Bedard supposed to go at? If the Canucks were to continue to be a lottery team and draft Connor Bedard with Jim Benning, how angry would you be? You're doing that 15-year-old, right? Are you saying why would I be angry? That's why I got confused. Unless you're talking about that he tries to draft him this year and he's not allowed to. Is that what you mean? What do you mean, Inferno? Do you think the Canucks should have kept Stetcher? I think he would have been a great fit on our third pair. I have some inside info that I can't share too much of, but I know that Benning wanted to, but it was a matter of timing. By the time he looped back to Stetcher had already signed with Detroit, which is unfortunate. Adam, hopefully becoming a member helps the boys win tomorrow. Yeah, then more people should do it. The Abbotsford Arrows. Chris, make sure we get vids every day. Clay, make sure we get vids every day. Let's get some hype. Hey, Chris, I do videos every day unless I have a paper or a crazy work event. Sports Boys, you're going to become a member tomorrow. That's awesome. Thank you in advance. There are 3 types of membership levels. There's a membership video that you can watch before you decide which level you want to do. Aiden, do you have an Apple Watch? No, this is actually a Fitbit. I don't have an Apple Watch. It's a Fitbit. If Hope's starting, who's backup? I think it's going to be DiPietro. Richmond rolling rotaries. I like that. C edits. Do you think the Canucks can take advantage of the holes in the Leafs defense and the fluctuating goalie situation? Well, they weren't really fluctuating when Jack Campbell was winning 11 in a row. So, no, I think the Canucks are just going to worry about playing a solid game and finishing the game intact, to be honest with you. Casket DiPietro is DiPietro is right. Yes, absolutely. How confident do you feel with Hope being in net? C edits as confident as I don't know. I'm just more interested in how the entire team plays, but I wouldn't say I'm entirely confident. I'd be more confident if Demko was in net. How's that for a diplomatic answer? Is Grayvac a UFA in the off season? That's a good question. On Cap Friendly, it says that Grayvac is, yes, a UFA. No update on PD, right? No, unfortunately, aside from he may not, there's a chance he doesn't come back. Jim Benning kind of said it very quickly, but he did say that he saw the specialist on Wednesday and that there's no imminent return. Gotta support our favorite YouTuber. You are too kind, Chris. How do you think the Canucks will do tomorrow? Bill, I think they're going to win. Alfred, would the expansion draft happen prior to the NHL entry draft for the upcoming season? No. Usually it's right after. let's see. NHL entry draft is going to be on July 23, 24. And the NHL expansion draft, I have a feeling, isn't it right after? Because, or maybe I have it backwards so you can trade picks. Oh, I'm wrong. The expansion draft is first. The expansion draft is on the 21st, and the NHL entry draft is on the 23-24. Oh, you guys are trying to say go for 50 members. I think that's going to be a little bit ambitious, but thanks for your support. Richmond doesn't have an AHL capable arena. Munroe isn't up to snuff. Canucks Dream, welcome. C edits. 7 p.m. for Whitecaps. Okay, I might have it on then. C edits. If you could pick one D-man from another team to bring the Canucks, who would you choose? Victor Hedman or Kel McCarr, Samuel Girard, because of their youth. Why are they calling Seelovs instead of DiPietro? No, DiPietro was already here on the taxi squad, so now both goalies are here because you probably want 4 goalies here just in case both of our regular guys go down. Is anyone here younger than 13? Aiden wants to know. Rome may be the oldest. I don't have my age sheet up anymore since I moved to this angle. Did you watch the Jets-Oilers game? No, I was too busy writing my paper, Noah. Zoom chat, I'll teach it. Yes, Chris. We're going to spend 5 minutes just on pronunciation of your name. Can't wait. Oh, Chris, can you message me your email address? And if you don't want to put it in the chat, I'll put my email address down. If anyone wants to email me, you can. It's fine. But Chris, make sure you email me. So there's my email address. Chris, make sure you email me your email address. I'd really appreciate it. Okay. And I just put it in the chat there. Okay, Sharms, call that press conference. I'll be ready. Oh my gosh, we're at 52 minutes. Adam, your next goal is to become a mod. Thank you, Adam. I've had a few offers and I don't need so many now that Jim Benning and Bim Jennings don't show up anymore. But, I did see a couple messages get flagged today. So, mods, you guys know I appreciate you. Hoggy's contract, tough to say because he's still got to finish this one at 3 years. Usually, who knows if it's going to be bridge or long-term by then. It's so tough to say. Marcus, can you be our next GM? Yeah, I'll try. And hopefully people aren't saying thank you, Clay. Or, I mean, if they are, that's genuine, not sarcastic. Can we have a Ryan Reeves versus Jake Paul fight? I thought I was supposed to fight Jake Paul. This is such a wholesome stream. Sam, I will take that as a compliment. If the Canucks win tomorrow, Leafs Twitter will roar like they did with the Ayers. Yeah, the Ayers game. Yeah, that was crazy. Aiden, did you hear about the guy who started GoFundMe, Firebending? Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Aiden. Waste of money. Good bridge explanations if Furlan have concussions. He does. And he might not come back, Jog Paul. And thanks. You're welcome for the bridge explanation. Best Canucks fight you remember? Mine, Cox versus Probert, both rounds. Yeah, that was a good one. There's one I remember, Gino, that ended up, I don't know who he fought, but he ended up with no jersey, no shoulder pads on. Or maybe just shoulder pads, but just skating around with no jersey on. I can't remember who he was fighting, though, Adam. But that Cox Probert, I remember. Chris, someone donate or I will have to donate again. Well, I won't force anyone to do anything. Have you been watching any other teams play while the Canucks were not playing? C edits? No, I actually used the time to focus on my studies and my family and my work. It's a busy time at work, so it's actually been a nice break, admittedly. But I'd much rather be doing Canucks content, mind you. 6-0 win with 2 hat tricks by Boyd and VC. Just to see Dango's reaction. That's good. Hey, Clay, if there's an opening for prospects of a new AHL team with my connections, you never know about Dusty. All right, Lucas, I'm going to remember that. Thank you. Very kind of you. Do you think we move to California for our AHL team? Yeah, Edmonton and Calgary have theirs there. Do you think Rathbone plays tomorrow? No, Sharms. I think he just got recalled today. He's still a week away to play for the Canucks, but I do think we'll see him by the end of the season for sure, and I'd be excited to do that. Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. You're hyping like a good member. Come on, people. Hit that like button. Yeah, let's get that up to 40 likes. That'll be fun. Who is your Canucks MVP and why? This year it's Besser. I think playing well, scoring well, and very consistent. I think Besser's been good. Are you going to stream tomorrow? Yes, 10 p.m. Are you going to... Did you watch a Jake Paul fight? No, but I will look up highlights after for sure. Just as I talked about how the moderators aren't that busy, I see that they had to time someone out. Thank you, mods. Inferno, slap that like button. Hit that like button. Smash that like button. Slam that. Yeah, I'm not very cool. I just say like. I did like. I kind of made. It was my own thing when I was doing YouTube. I say subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. I just think it's kind of a nice little catchy saying for sure. Hey Clay. I love your enthusiasm for the Canucks. Thank you. I love that you love the enthusiasm. And I like your positive take on all Canucks news. As a longtime fan, I appreciate your great Canucks content. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Ken, I appreciate that very much. Thanks a lot. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. But I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Chris, let's see. Some members you get a lot for... Let's see some members. You get a lot for $1.99 a month. The best takes and before you even find it on Twitter. Oh, Chris. Chris is good. Chris is my new hype man. I can't even say his last name. That's so embarrassing. Thank you, Chris. Don't do what Arl did. Bim Jennings. Yeah. Bim Jennings, Jim Benning. It was pretty funny. Yeah, mods, you guys are good. Hoggy is perfect for the Canucks' future. Yeah, I think he's a keeper. Jim Benning probably saw that you tighten up the security and got scared away. You know what, Inferno? He actually didn't come back, or maybe he did, but he just didn't type. Ever since I did that live concert with my keyboard. I guess he doesn't like my music. My message is ridiculous there. Autocorrect. That's what happened against St. Louis. That was against St. Louis. Ah, very good. Sharms, do you think the problem with the Canucks is ownership? Even though Benning has had some flaws, it seems like we always want the GM. We have to get fired, and it doesn't lead to much with the new GM. Yeah, but don't forget, Jim Benning's the second longest tenured GM in the AHL right now, and we've been to the playoffs twice under his watch. Who do you think will be out of the lineup tomorrow? Well, that's one way of putting it. We know who's going to be out. Pearson, Pettersson, Beagle, Bailey still injured. Schmidt and Virtanen will come off of COVID protocol but won't be ready to play. Juolevi, Demko, and Mott out of protocol, but still not up to speed. So we know those 9 guys are missing. Petey, Pearson, Beagle, Bailey, Juolevi, Schmidt, Virtanen, Demko, and Mott. So some pretty good players in there. Ben will not be in our lineup tomorrow night, nor will Gaudette. Hey Clay, been a while. Yes, miss you, Michael. Been busy late. Hope you've been good and staying safe. I have, and I hope you have as well. Oh, we're coming up to an hour. Who cares? Let's keep on going. Noah. Shout out to everyone who's still here with me. Noah, non-Canucks question. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? I think it would be, when I was younger and immature, I'd say X-ray vision. I won't get into the reasons why. Now I think maybe just teleport, so I don't have to ever drive anywhere. Or maybe I should pick something more like human, like never yawn or get tired when someone's trying to talk to me. See edits. Do you hear about Matt Murray getting a shutout today against the Habs? It's been 2 years since they got a shutout. Wow, no, I did not know that. 2 years, that's crazy. How did we get an AHL team in upstate New York anyways? That's a great question. I'm not sure how we went from the Manitoba Moose to the Utica Comets. And I'm sure there's Syracuse Crunch in there. I think that was before Manitoba Moose. I'd have to figure that out. That's a good question, though. Chris, always a good, respectable audience. Yes, for the most part. Welcome to Abbotsford Heat. Wasn't working here because no one from here wanted to go cheer for a rival's farm team. My MVP is Mulesy for what he said in the interview. Yeah, he was good. Do you think JT Miller probably gets the A next season? I think he could. I said it's either him and either Edler or Schmidt. Smash that like button. You guys are so funny. Lucas, the team relocated to Glen Falls. The team is now the Stockton Heat. Oh, that's the Calgary one. Rome, in a season that is absolutely forgettable, one moment will be remembered. Talking about JT. With in-person class at UBC in fall, are you worried about your son? Manpreet, that's a great question. I'm not overly worried yet, but I definitely want to be attuned to all the protocol that they'll be following. But again, that's still 4 months away. People will be vaccinated, and we'll go from there. But thank you for asking. That's a great question. Do you think JTBO should get an A or be the captain? Maybe not the captain, but I think he can get an A for sure. All right. I think I've caught up. Alfred, going to bed? No problem. Thanks, Alfred. Glad to see you. Can we press restart on the season? No, I'd just rather just skip to next season. Who is the longest current serving GM? Is it David Poyle in Nashville? Is it David Poyle? I'm not sure. Maybe someone can look that up. Favorite place to shop? We're talking about food or clothing. Let's go Banana Republic Factory Outlet. That's where I get most of my work clothes. Favorite all-time player in the NHL? All-time? Had to be Luongo, actually. Clay, I was lucky enough to get a vaccine. Oh, awesome, Chris. Congratulations. Have you met any of the Canucks equipment managers or doctors? No. I've met coaches, GM, and players, but I have not met the trainers. All right. Well, I think we've started. Let's go 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything now. So no Canucks questions, no hockey-related questions, only non-Canucks, non-hockey related. And we'll do this for 5 minutes, and then we'll sign off. Chonger, hey Clay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, how much are you missing Canucks? Oh, okay, I said no Canucks, but that's okay. I miss it 9. Not a 10 because I understand what they were going through, but yeah, not even from a content creation standpoint. I miss cheering the team. I miss talking about the team, but we'll go 9. That's great, Chris. I'm really glad that you got your vaccine. PD wrist, Pearson ankle. Favorite ride at Disneyland? Oh, that's a good one. I do like the Tower of Terror, but I think I'm going to go old school. I like Space Mountain, and I do like, I like the roller coaster. Jacob! What's the roller coaster in Carsland now? I mean, not Carsland, in California side. I think it's the Incredicoaster. It's Incredibles. Yes, I like that one. That one's pretty good too. And I like any of the wet ones too, the Splash Mountain and log rides or whatever. Top 3 vacation destinations: Hawaii, California, and haven't been there yet, but no, Hawaii, California, and the Philippines. No, maybe not the Philippines. Hawaii, California, and somewhere I haven't been yet. Let's say Australia. You missed my question earlier about the AHL team moves. Oh, okay. Are you talking to me, Lucas? Yeah, I tried to catch up. You drink bubble tea, right? No, Edmund, I've never had one. Never had one. Never will. Favorite color? Black. Coach, when you do your car videos, is anyone come up to your car when you're recording? Only once someone asked me where I was parked, where I think they like to park. But generally, you can see, I try not to get distracted, but anytime I see someone, especially coming towards me, or anytime someone parks behind me, I just make sure that, I'm not going to get rear-ended, or that, I'm not in anyone's way. But generally, I'm in and out pretty quick. But yeah, no one's actually stopped me. I've stopped before because I messed up. So sometimes they're mostly all in one take, but if I'm close enough to the start, I'll start again sometimes. A couple times my tripod's fallen down. But generally, yeah, no one really comes up to me when I'm recording in my car. What are your first words to the fans before beginning your ping pong career? Sharms, great question. I would say, fans, I appreciate you in advance. I promise that I'm going to give my best effort, 100%. Going to take it one shot at a time. Never going to look ahead. And I'm going to, play all angles, a variety, entertaining, gritty type of play. And basically that they're going to have to be very patient as they watch me develop. Favorite juice? Pineapple juice. Justin, have you heard about tragic COVID updates in India? Yeah, it's a double mutation, right? 200,000 cases in 24 hours. They're not in lockdown. Oh, do you think international travel should be restricted? Absolutely. Incredicoaster, yes, that's what it is. Justin, great question, by the way. I didn't mean to skip over it. Yes, I do think they should restrict. That's really sad. And yes, Incredicoaster is the one I like. Have you been to the safari park in San Diego? No. San Diego, I've only been in Legoland and SeaWorld. Chris, no, Legoland's not in. Legoland's in Carlsbad. but SeaWorld is in San Diego. Chris, what do you think about the BC government? Not to get political, but do you feel they're doing enough? Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't mind Horgan, actually. I'm not traditionally an NDP supporter, but I think this is tough, and I think we'd be complaining about no matter who was in. Yeah, I think they've been okay. Do you love pho? I like it, but it's not my favorite. I like it, but I like sushi more. You know, Lucas, I won't be able to scroll up a bit now at this point. Favorite food, sushi. Favorite midnight snack. Yeah, it's kind of bad. Once in a while, you know, hot chocolate and peanut butter on bread. It's kind of weird. I'm trying not to eat midnight snacks though. Is Monkey Nine a bar and restaurant or just a bar? No, it's a bar and restaurant, so you can bring kids there as long as they don't order alcohol, of course. Favorite type of cookie? Pretty boring. Chocolate chip. Favorite fruit? Strawberries. Favorite beer? Are you trying to trick me? Root beer. I don't drink any alcohol. Shan, do you ever need to get up in the night to get a snack? No, I don't eat in the middle of the night. Sharms, love to hear it. We believe you can deliver the organization a championship. Yeah, please, Sharms, be patient with me, please. Mexico or Hawaii? Been to Hawaii twice, never been to Mexico. Oh, I have been once as part of a cruise. No, that doesn't make sense. I've never been to Mexico. I'd like to try. Have you been to Six Flags? No, I haven't. I like I'm really good with up, down, and upside down rides. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm fine with roller coasters and drops. I hate spinny things. Like the teacup thing at Disneyland is like my least favorite. What do you predict games tomorrow at? It's quite insane here and there. What do you predict games tomorrow at? Chris, I don't know what that means. Sorry, what hotel do you stay at in Carlsbad? Was it the Westin Suites? No, I can't remember now. That was a long time ago. Favorite season? Summer. I have my trifecta in the summer because summer starts usually on the 21st. I mean, not usually. Summer starts on the 21st. My birthday's on the 22nd, and Father's Day is always the second Sunday in June, or third Sunday in June. Regardless, last year it was beautiful. Father's Day was on June 20, or 2 years ago. First day of summer on June 21, and then my birthday on June 22nd. So I do call it the Clay trifecta, or if you're really just the Clay Tridium. Tyler Mott's cousin, how many states have you been to? I'd say actually staying and not just driving or flying through, probably about 15. So not anywhere close to 50, but definitely the ones near here: Washington, Portland, California, Arizona, Vegas, Colorado, Idaho. So that's about 7 or 8 from this side. Then I've been to Texas, so that's 9. I've been to Louisiana, 10. Been to Florida, that's 11. Been to New York, 12. I've been to Maine, Portland, Maine, 13. Have I been to Illinois? No, I just flew through. Oh, Ohio, 14. I've been to Cleveland. Yeah, so maybe 15 or 16. Oh, I think I skipped some. What hotel? No. If you could switch lives with anyone, who would it be? My wife Gail, so I could be married to myself. Just kidding. Come on, that was pretty funny. You gotta give that a like. I thought that was pretty good. Switch life with? Yeah, that's a good question. With anyone? I don't know. It'd be cool to be a professional athlete or professional musician. So Justin Bieber? No, I don't know about that. That's a really good question. Michael Jordan was good, but then he had his issues off the court. Switch lives with anyone. I wouldn't say Jesus because he didn't last that long, although obviously I believe in him. Switch lives with anyone. I don't know. One of my kids because they have a cool dad. I don't know. You guys said, Clay, wake up, you're rating. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm almost there. I'm like 2 minutes away, but thank you. For those of you hot take that are still here, That's crazy. Was Hot Take on until 2 in the morning? I just trying to answer all these questions. Have you? But so I'm behind by about 3 minutes. But thank you everyone who's here for Hot Take. I appreciate it. From Hot Take, John's so good. By the way, I think John and I are gonna collab a bit later next week. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Have you ever been to Australia? No, I haven't. Noah. Is Monkey 9 open? Yes. Takeout only. Thanks for a great stream. Michael, have you ever tried Korean food? Yes, I have. If so, do you like it? I do. If Korean barbecue, right? Or I'm sure there's more than that. Okay, now I see all the Hot Take hockey raids. Yes, I know. I am awake. I'm just trying to keep up with everything. See edits. What is your live stream schedule for the coming week? Is it 10 p.m. on all game days? Definitely it will be for Sunday and Tuesday, and then we'll go from there. See edits. Sunday and Tuesday. If you could have dinner with any figure, past or present in history, who would it be? Probably pick one of the popes, to be honest with you. Maybe Pope John Paul II. Clay, looking forward to Canucks After Dark. What do you like about co-hosting with Parker? Many things. He very knowledgeable, very articulate. He's very organized. He runs all the tech. I just show up. He's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but I like how humble and how genuine and how earnest and how honest he is. I like a lot of things about him, despite the fact that he's half my age. Who would you rather have, Besser or Toffoli? Besser, because of his age. Okay, now I see all the Hot Take. Did you ever meet Pat Quinn? No, I didn't, Coach. Hot Take Ray, thank you, everyone. Sorry, what do you predict the Canucks game tomorrow and the other two? I don't know about the other two. Chris, another donation. Thank you. Chris, you got to stop. Actually, don't stop. But I say the Canucks win 4-2 tomorrow. I always say that. Hot Take Ray, thanks, Hot Take. This is awesome. You guys are the best. By the way, I'm Clay Emo from Vancouver. If you're wondering whose channel you actually stepped into. Have you been to stadiums in other states or provinces? Yeah, I've been to a lot. See edits. A few hockey stadiums, many football stadiums and baseball stadiums. Maybe I'll share that list another time. Favorite animal? Dog, for sure. My dog. Jeremiah's the best. Clay, wake up. We are rating you, my guy. Yes. For those people that, I won't tell the whole story again, but the first time I got rated by Hot Take by John, I thought I had a virus on my computer. It was pretty scary, actually. Bad timing for the raid. Pretty much almost done here. No, what's unacceptable? Let's go. Hey, John. Dinner with Vince McMahon or Dana White? I'm more of a WWE fan, so Vince McMahon. Hey, Thomas. Clay kind of looks like Ken Jeong, so maybe switch lives with you. I'll take that. Doesn't he host all those goofy, campy reality, those game shows now? I just subscribed. Thank you, Coast to Coast. That's awesome. CCC Hot Take collab hype. Yes, we will do something soon. Okay, thanks, Lucas. I'll check that DM in a second. Have you ever tried Punjabi food? Only a couple times. Never been to a Punjabi wedding, but I've tried, I don't want to sound stupid, but is that curry and satay and stuff like that? If not, if it's not that, then no, I haven't. Who's your favorite music artist? I like New Edition, old school 90s band. I like Boyz II Men. And currently I like a lot of worship singers. Yeah. Actually, I like Bruno Mars too, modern. I like Bruno Mars. Shared the stream, thank you. More dono. Okay, I think I've caught up now. Sorry, that was a little bad. And those Hot Take guys are like, this guy sucks. He can't even keep up with his messages. Okay, we're at an hour 15. Favorite thing at McDonald's? Fries. We will deal with this another night. Almost got it at number 3. Wait, what did I do? Oh! No? Did I completely miss something, you guys? Now I feel like I'm missing something. I see Chris, $2 makes a big difference. Anyone else? Less donate. LOL number 3. Who do you think goes top 3 in the draft? I don't know. I just hear this Owen Powers name and then a bunch of these centers, but I admittedly I don't know much about a lot. Okay, I guess I'm going more. Lucas, $1.50 donation. Yes, Chris, thank you. Chris is too good. nucksfan. Do you remember band Ready for the World? No, I don't. I will look them up. See edits. Thanks for staying on longer, Clay. Always, yeah, you can tell I'm in a good mood because Finish my paper. Favorite breakfast? Ooh, I like eggs. I like eggs. Clay deserved it. Anyone else? Make sure you send him something. Oh, thanks, Chris. No, yeah, thank you. That's very kind of you. Only if you want to. Edmund, have you seen the Founder movie about McDonald's? No, I've only watched Supersize It, which scared me. Beauty Guys, awesome bunch of us. Yes, I have the best looking, the most loyal, I do pride myself on having the most mature subs and viewers in these live streams for sure. And generally, you guys don't let me down. Thanks for the longer stream. No problem, Shannon. Marner or Draisaitl? I have both of them in my fantasy. I like Draisaitl actually. Although Marner's good. The Late Show with Clay. Yeah, this is Clay After Dark now instead of Canucks After Dark. You like Subway? Yeah, I ride them all the time. Oh, you mean eating them? Yeah, they're okay. They're okay, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Okay. I think we're good. We're at an hour and 15. This is pretty crazy. Okay, Jake, don't wreck the stream. Don't wreck it, but we've been doing so well. And then nucksfan, they're the same era, funk and R&B. Okay, I will look them up. Again. Ready for the world. Okay, you guys, this has been good. Tomorrow night, we're going to do it all again. I will miss the first part of the game. I'll be golfing. I'm kind of sad that I'm missing the first part of the Canucks return. But I am happy that I will be spending some time with... Usually I go golfing with my son, Sean. Sean. Usually I go golfing with my friends. Tomorrow I'll be bringing Jacob out with me to the golf course. So pretty cool. And then with my buddies, John and Mike, who I usually golf with. So that KFC or Churches, KFC, Edmund Churches is too greasy for me. Charlie says, good night. That's your cat. I know that, Shannon. That's awesome. Thank you. It's okay for me. You can always call it. Glad to have upgraded. Yes. Who are you hoping to get free agent deadline before you go? Free agent deadline? Honestly, we're not gonna have any money, but I think we gotta upgrade our blue line somehow, some way. Okay, now I'm gonna go. So, congrats to any of you who made it for this entire time. Before you go, favorite place at Metrotown? I don't know, food court. Okay, now I'm gonna go. That's it. No more questions. Do me one favor. Just put a 1, just because I like this. Put a 1 if you were here from the very start, from 10 o'clock. And I started late. So put a 1 in the chat if you were here from the very start, from 10 p.m. I applaud you. I honor you. And even if you're here for a few minutes, I honor you as well. I want to thank Chris for upgrading his membership to Hall of Fame. I want to thank Adam for becoming a new Hall of Fame member. And Chris, I want to thank you for your donations. And I think, Justin, you got me at the very start with a donation as well. So thank you very much. And all those ones, that is pretty amazing. Thank you. You guys know I do not take you for granted. So Ali, you're here from the very start and you only come in at the very end with questions. You got to ask more questions. I love it when you're here, Ali. Okay. You can tell I'm very distracted. I'm in a good mood. I got the goofy camera, got my water, got to take all this down, got to go to bed, and then get up for church and then golfing tomorrow. So thank you for being here. You know that I always say, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video if you haven't liked this video already. And become a member of this channel like Adam did, or upgrade like Chris did if you'd like to. Okay, friends. 10 o'clock tomorrow night for my post-game live stream. And then 10 o'clock on Monday night with Canucks After Dark with Parker and me. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great night. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah. That was bad.